Hola, buongiorno, welcome. How are you? I hope you're good. All right, it's not much to report from London session this morning. We seem to be just this seems to be rolling over in some fashion here. That looks like it's three, and now we're coming down. And this will be our first area of interest. Do we get a reaction here um, for a long? And how does that fit into the greater plans? Um, this is. I gotta say, I'm actually in favour of further downside here. Yeah, I'd love us to come into here and give us this move up later during the week. All right, that's what I'd like to see happen. Um, Interesting. The average average Bitcoin weekly movement is around 7,000 at the moment, six and a half, 7,000. So coming back down to 60,000 and then moving back up here is well within the weekly parameters. So this is still inconclusive for my money. I guess if you want to get down and dirty, you can count this how really in so many different ways. This would be my first idea would be one, two. Then I got a one, two, three, four, five. So that'll be my three. There's a four, and that's a five, and that could be my third. And then you can go one, two, three, four, five. Um, and that would be five waves up. All right. So that's how you can count this to include this this set of results here. Yesterday it was news driven, and then that obviously would precipitate something more akin to this. So when originally I put this box in, it was a scalp, and I'm now of the opinion that it's more of a scalp, and we're going to get this kind of nonsense today. I mean, this can come back up to daily open and then come down. So I am going to add another another short from in here. Okay, and again, that'll be a fairly easy position if you want to get into it. You're just going to basically short retest daily open. The high is your stop loss and your targeting low. That's if we get that. All right, and then you could cover yourself on the other side. Is if this does just dribble down here, we ended something here, and this is a very small three-wave correction, and this is five up, and we're off. Then here's your long. Stop loss at the low, and your TP1, however, on this long would be the daily open, and that's 1.4, and then obviously you're targeting 67, 68. So that's generally how I'm seeing the market, right? So it's kind of two plans. It's set into two. Either this is five. This is our fifth. This is five here, right? And we're going to wait for something to come down here, or rook. This is five. That is a three-wave small correction. That's our first impulse, and we're looking to do that. So either way, I think there's still a scalp long in here, and I think there's a scalp short from up here. If we see this happen first, Hmm. No, if we see, yeah, if we see this happen first, you need to be aware that this could be one, two, three, four, five, three back, five down. Oh man, Elliott wave, gotta hate it. So anyway, look, I don't think there's much else to say apart from that. These are my two zones I'm going to be trying to trade out in out of today after on New York, and hopefully we'll get something. London's been pretty torturous, but if we just zoom in on that London price action, um, here. Uh, so for me, that's three waves here, right? I've got a little zigzag pattern here. Um, and then this broke this low, so you can't have like a 1 2 1 2. So that would suggest that this is some kind of connecting wave, and this is another one. So you've either got a WXY here, which can absolutely come up into here, and that would be this. All right, or it's finished. We got rejected from VWAP, and we're done. Um, Obviously, coming back above VWAP here would probably indicate that we're going to get a short from in here. This for me is not impulse up. This is corrective. So if we don't clear this first and we come up, this short, more than likely, I think, will come into our lower box and maybe down into here. All right, guys. So yeah, so hang on to your hats, I guess. I don't think much will happen today. It could be a very dull day. All right. So that's my thoughts. I mean, this is this we're just in chop. Look at this. It's just in chop. Chop, 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 chop. So wait for your zones. Don't overtrade today. Better trades later in the week. So that's it. All right then. Lots of love. Tally buys.